Welcome back to the Think Strong Network. In life, we all come to these crossroads, these moments where we have to make a choice. And so often that choice really boils down to one simple question. Am I going to be a leader in my own life, or am I going to be a follower? Let's dive in and really explore what that means.
Okay, before we go any further, I want you to just stop for a second and ask yourself this. Really think about it. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? Just picture them in your head. I'm serious, this might be one of the most important questions you ever ask yourself, because the answer, well, it tells you a whole lot about where you're headed.
And that leads us perfectly into our first section, the company you keep. It's such a simple idea, right? But it is unbelievably powerful. The people we let into our circle, they have a huge, huge impact on the direction our life takes.
There's this saying that just hits the nail on the head. We are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Just think about that for a minute. If your crew, your closest friends are all motivated and positive, that can't help but lift you up. But if the people around you are making bad choices, maybe they're vaping, maybe they're into other stuff, that pressure to just go along with it, it's real. And that influence, man, it can steer the entire course of your life.
So, to really see how this plays out in the real world, we're going to look at the stories of 2 sisters, Darlene and Annabella. Darlene, she took the path of the follower. Annabella, on the other hand, she chose to be a leader. And their stories show us the 2 completely different places you can end up, all based on that one core decision.
So first up, let's explore the follower's path. We're going to take a closer look at Darlene's story and see the real consequences of the choices she made.
Now, Darlene started from a really tough place. Grew up in a home that was dysfunctional, even abusive. And look, that was the hand she was dealt. But from there, the friends she chose just kept her in that same kind of harmful world. She ended up getting involved with an older guy, a dropout named Jerry, and he's the one who introduced her to vaping. Pretty soon, that turned into a full-blown chain-smoking habit. It was like a domino effect. One bad choice just led right to the next.
In all these choices, they dragged her down into what the source material calls the drug swamp, this really negative, toxic environment. See, she didn't create that place, but by choosing to follow others, she got stuck in it. She became a product of it.
This brings up a really important question, and I genuinely want to hear what you think about this. Why do you think people, even when we know right from wrong, sometimes let friends pull us in a direction we know is bad? What's one barrier you've had to break through to stay on your own path? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments.
For Darlene, the consequences were devastating. Every single time she vaped, she was breathing in over 7,000 chemicals. Think about that. Her immune system just couldn't handle it. It got completely overwhelmed. She ended up with chronic bronchitis, and eventually, her body just couldn't protect her anymore. And on top of all that physical pain, she was getting buried in doctor and hospital bills that she had no way to pay. It was just this vicious cycle of struggle, and it all started from that one choice to follow.
But that is only one path. That's not the end of the story. Now let's flip the script and turn to her sister, Annabella. She shows us what the leader's path can look like.
Annabella, though, she made different choices. She decided to focus on her future. She graduated high school, then she went to college. And by putting herself in that positive environment, she ended up meeting her life partner. She made a conscious decision to stay away from addiction and instead decided to invest in herself, exercising, eating well, just taking care of her health. She chose a path of self-respect.
I love this definition of a leader. It's so powerful. It's not about being bossy or being in charge of other people. It's about being in charge of you. Leaders know who they are and draw the map of their own destiny. And this next part, this is absolutely crucial. It doesn't mean you're perfect. It means that when you stray, when you mess up, and we all do, you have the strength to say, okay, let's fix this, and you get yourself back on course.
And just look at the difference in the outcome. It's night and day, right? The benefits of being a leader are so clear. By taking care of herself, Annabella gained freedom. The freedom to travel, to care for the people she loves, and to build a genuinely happy and successful life. Most importantly, she had the power to steer her own ship.
But here's the thing. This isn't just about Darlene and Annabella. It's about a much bigger idea. And it's called the ripple effect. See, the choices you make today, they don't just stop with you.
The material we're looking at uses this amazing metaphor for this idea. It says your life is like a pebble dropped into a pond. Every single choice you make, big or small, sends out ripples into the water.
And those ripples, man, they go far. They affect your family, your community, your future children, and they can even affect the third and fourth generations that come after them. The path you choose right now, leader or follower, it creates a legacy, for better or for worse. So that brings me to my second question for you. Knowing that your actions create these ripples, what is one thing, just one small thing you can do right now to start creating the kind of life you truly want for yourself and your future? Think about one small, positive step. If you're comfortable with it, share it with us down below.
Okay, so this all leads to one final powerful idea. It is time to take charge of your life. The past is the past. What really matters is your next move.
The source material gives us a pretty clear roadmap here. Number 1, make a conscious decision to be the leader of your own life. 2, set your own path. Don't just walk on a path someone else made. 3, figure out what's right for you, and then find the courage to stick to it, especially when it gets tough. And finally, number 4, remember that the reward you're looking for, that happiness, that security, it's at the end of your path, not somebody else's.
And you know what? I want to speak directly to you for a second. Whether you're a student trying to figure things out, whether people call you at risk, and especially if you are incarcerated right now, this message is for you. Whatever choices are in your past, wherever you are sitting today, your story is not over. You have the power to draw a brand new map for your life starting this very moment. You get to be the leader of your next chapter.
We want to give a huge thanks to the Educational Highway for all the incredible material and powerful concepts that we used in today's explainer.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last powerful question from the source material. I want you to really let this sink in. If you are not in charge of your life, who is? Thanks for watching.